All right, going to be doing a CPU upgrade, or two CPUs for it's an older server, tower server. This is a Dell T410. So we're going to be swapping out the existing processors, which I believe are X5620s. Don't quote me on that. We'll check when we take it apart. And we'll be putting in two of these. I don't know if we can see on this camera. These are X5675s at 3.06 gigahertz. The ones that are in there, I think, are 2.4 or 2.2 or something. So, and of course, these also have more cores. So we'll be adding in two of these. And I got some thermal compound and a screwdriver. You didn't know if we need a screwdriver. I didn't really take a very good look at this one, but we'll go ahead and see. So anyway, it's just a tower machine. I already took the case off. Actually, the case has been apart since I got it. The cool thing is, it's actually, this server is completely safe to run with no side case on it. Because this thing only actually has one fan in it, and all this shroud is what guides the airflow to go across it. So it's really cool. So to get in there, we just kind of slide the shroud out of the way. And then something you'll notice, I don't know, you guys have experience doing computers and stuff, but there's no fans on these CPUs, right? And you see, this is the only fan in the whole case. Actually, there is one more fan, but it's on my hard drive docker. I have an icy dock in there just so I can hot swap 2.5-inch drives. But there's only one fan in here, big heavy duty, server grade fan. At full power, this thing is like, it's so loud. I have never had this thing ramp up. And I mean, I put this thing to 100%. I've done like heavy compute processes on this where I just pinned all the CPUs to 100% and the fan comes up maybe 20%. But if you do manually set it to 100%, you can't hear anything in the room. So we are going to go ahead and remove these. Now, I'm just not sure. I can't mix these cords up or it will change up my drive arrangement. So I'll just go ahead and unplug one and I'll work with the other one where it is. I just don't have anything with me here to label them to know which one's which. So actually, yeah, why don't I get a piece of tape or something so I don't get screwed up. I do have tape right here. Okay. So let's remember this one. So this is SAS A. So we'll put tape on SAS A. These are SAS. That's actually, I use an SAS controller. Even though I'm only running SATA disks, I do use a SAS controller. And so SAS B will be the one with no tape. We'll just throw that out of the way. And now we can work in there. Okay, so we'll see if I have any idea of knowing what I'm doing or not. It has been years since I have actually done a build or swapped a CPU or anything to that effect. So, thermal paste application, mediocre, lots of damage in it though, so maybe that could be part of the reason that I was pinning my CPU cores and wasn't really seeing the performance I wanted. But the temperatures on them really didn't get too bad. Could use a cleaning. I'll probably clean these out before I put them back on. Of course, I got to get some alcohol so we can clean that. And again, so yeah, these are the coolers, guys. It's just it's a passive tower cooler, so it's just got 4 heat pipes that run through it and aluminum fins. And that's it. So these sit in there in this direction so the airflow comes through, and all the airflow is controlled by just the one fan, so it pulls air from the front and all the way through the CPUs and then shoots it out the back. So it's really cool. So these coolers are, I'm assuming, and I didn't check this, but these processors that are in here I know are a 95 watt TDP. So I went with the X5675s because it's the highest I can get. That's still a 95 watt TDP. Otherwise, I have to go to the next, I think it's 125 or 145 watt. Don't quote me on that, or 135 watt, something like that. The next step up is a higher wattage. So I'm pretty sure this board will take the higher wattage. I just wasn't sure whether these coolers would take it. and I looked at prices on the proper coolers for the higher powered CPUs, and the coolers were worth more than the CPU. So I said that was out. Like, I don't get rich on this server. I just want it to do stuff for me. Like, it's old. This thing's 9 years old. It's like a 2009, 2010 build, so it's pretty old. Oops. There we go. And this one, ooh, look at this one. That thermoplast looks really thin. There, I don't know if you can see that too good or if it's focused. So that's okay, but down here, that's really, really thin. So I bet you I wasn't getting proper cooling on that one. Thermal paste is pretty dry, so yeah, guys, remember, this thing's probably never been taken apart in 9 years, so it's probably, at the very least, it's probably overdue. Fix the camera here. It's probably overdue for just a simple thermal paste reapplication, but while we do that, we'll go ahead and change them as well. Go ahead. All right, so there we go. And of course, all the pins are in there. Super, 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 super easy to damage. So we have, oh, there's my arrow. I was looking for that regular arrow in the corner, but I didn't realize the servers have the big arrow on the board like that. So okay. Actually, the thermal paste still, like, it's still goopy. Like, it's okay, but it's not too good. So. All right, so this is one of the X5675s. I'll have to clean those off so we can see what kind of CPUs they were. Okay. Oh no. All right. I better have put that in the right way. Yes, I did. Okay. Double checking, guys. Just double checking. Okay, and now we'll get the other one. And this one we need in this direction. And that looks correct to me. Okay, now I'm going to grab some alcohol. Let's go ahead and firstly, just because these are full of finger residues, I'm just going to give these a quick little wipe down. And then CPUs that were in there we'll take a quick look at. I think it was 5620, or yeah. These are, these are, sorry, not X5620, but it is E5620, and we're replacing them with an X5675. All right. And of course, we'll have to clean thoroughly our coolers. All right, there's one clean. So just blowing the stuff out of there. They actually don't look too bad. Most of the dirt was on the edges. I'll go ahead and call that good enough. I can still get an air compressor in there and blow them out once it's installed, but I don't have any air in my compressor right now, and I don't feel like going to get it. Oh yeah, this one you can tell that paste is just dry. It's having a hard time to come off. Okay, and two of them nicely clean. This one has a little bit of residues or discolorations in it, but overall that should work pretty good. Doesn't look too dirty. All right. And I'll be using Price is Right on it anyway. It's not the dirt cheap one, but we'll use the Arctic MX4 thermal compound. And what do you think, guys? We'll go with the dot in the center method. I believe would be correct. Probably even a little bit more than I needed, but that's okay. A-okay. Helps when you put it the right way. Okay. And CPU number 2. And the lid, which I forget where I put. Again, helps when you put it the right direction. Okay. And that's all we're changing. So Next thing is we go ahead and see if this still fits. Oh, that's not the last thing. You see? Yeah, see? Okay. What did I say? Tape is SAS A. SAS A is down there. So we'll plug in SAS B first, just so I don't do anything crazy. To do direction this way? Yes. Okay. And remove the tape. And okay. There is a way that I have these cables routed that made this work. It worked very easy. All right, and that's that. Now it's time for the moment of truth. We get to go plug it in, so we'll see you there. So it's the moment of truth. Back in the office, we're back hooked up, and behind me is the server. And in a second, you'll be able to see it. Alright, so behind me is the server, so our CPUs are installed. I haven't powered it on yet, but I plugged in the power, I plugged in the Ethernet, and that should be, if everything goes right, that's all we need. If everything goes wrong, well, who knows, we'll deal with that when the time comes. But moment of truth, let's see what happens. And it might be loud for a second, we'll see. And we'll see if we have any CPUs detected. It'll be a few seconds, always is, but we've got no beeping. Let's see here. Error 1, intrusion, that's normal. Error 2, I don't know my SAS cables. See, I always get a SAS failure. One of my SAS cables, they always say it's failed, but it's working. So I don't know what the whole deal is. Other than I have 8 channels going into 6, but that should be fine. We have no CPU errors. View, I want to check temperature, 25C, we're good. Power, that's not normal. My power usage says 0 watts. Oh, it might need to actually boot some devices for that, though. We'll see. Nothing. Nothing. Ah, there we go. Now we have wattage showing up. I'm drawing 174 watts at the moment. 172 watts, so it must still be booting up. Boom! And we have my drives. Okay, I got my parity, I got my disk drives. I have 2 8TB disks. Those are the ones in the front. Then I have my cache drive, which is one of the 2.5-inch drives in the IC dock. And I have my unassigned device, which is an unattached storage device, basically for backup and things. Okay, I need to type in my password. There we go, array is running. VMs, don't want this one to run. I'm actually going to set up a new VM. I need my cloud started. And alright, that's it guys, and we have CPUs. Whoa, look at that. I am now 24 core. So I have gone from, I'm 12 total cores now. I used to have 8 total cores. I have 12 cores, 24 thread. Of course, numbers start at 0. counting starts at 0, not at 1, so 23 means there's actually 24 total threads. So that's good. I like it. All cores detected. Perfect. I'm happy. Sweet. And that's it. That's my installation for a couple of CPUs. Ciao for now.